Hey y'all, just wanted to make a video and talk about, sorry, and talk about forgiveness. And I think that there's a huge misconception when it comes to forgiveness that not a lot of people consider. See, I believe that people feel like forgiving people is letting them off the hook or giving them permission to do whatever the hell they did. But in reality, forgiveness is for you. It's a very, and I hate to say this word because it has a negative connotation, but it's just for a lack of a better word. Forgiveness is like very selfish because and I don't know if y'all have ever like heard this quote or whatever, but holding on to a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Yeah, that shit's real because while you're so busy holding on to some shit, the other person is living their life and like totally unaffected, and you're the only one that has all this turmoil and discord inside of yourself and inside of your body and your energy. And for what? You know? So I say that because it's not only an important practice to do for other people, it's also an important practice to do for yourself. Sometimes we have to forgive ourselves for the things that we didn't know and the mistakes that we made while learning. Life is a constant state of learning. So there are always going to be things that are clearer in hindsight after you go through them. But while you're learning, while you're growing, and while you're doing the best that you can every day, like, you kind of got to take it easy on yourself and learn how to forgive so that way you're not holding on to those things. See, I'll be trying not to go too deep because I feel like I don't want people to miss the message, but emotions can get trapped inside your body and cause like real physical ailments. Every time I have, because my diet is primarily plant-based, I don't usually get really sick, like at least not any mucus-based sicknesses like runny nose, congestion, that kind of shit, right? But when I do experience some kind of pain, like let's just say my tooth, it lets me know that vibrationally something is off and there's something inside of me that is not aligned because it has now manifested itself into physical form of pain. So you have to make sure that you're not only letting go of the things that no longer serve you or the things that people did or said or whatever, but also the things that you've done and that you've said and the ways that maybe you didn't love yourself enough, or maybe ways that you weren't, being as considerate or as you could be, or whatever the case may be. You just gotta let that shit go, man, because it's all good in the end, and you'll just feel so much better after you do it. It's a very freeing and liberating process. I tell my kids all the time, like, forgive quickly. Like, it's a rule. Seriously. If you do something or say something disrespectfully, I'm not saying that I don't get offended by it or it doesn't make me feel a way, but I've already forgiven you. I've forgiven you because I overstand that that's projection. When you're angry, when you're upset, you're projecting something that's inside of you outward. I was watching this YouTube video, and the analogy that was used was an orange. If you squeeze an orange, what comes out? Orange juice, right? So same thing with us. If we're squeezed, if we're annoyed, if we're aggravated, and whatever comes out, it's not, oh, I was just mad. No, bruh, that was already in you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to clean that shit up. So when that comes out of someone towards me, I understand that that has more to do with what they're going through and what they're dealing with on a mental level than with me. I just happen to be the person or the vessel that was in that space at that time. So I don't take it personally, and I try to make it a habit to forgive quickly, because if I don't, and I choose to accept that and I choose to wear that, now that person's issues have become my issues, and you can see how this can be a pattern, right? So get in the habit, man, of forgiving and healing and moving forward, because yeah, man, that shit just feels good. So hope this helps. Talk to y'all soon.